Elly De La Cruz. Since his debut in 2023, Elly De La Cruz has been one of the best base runners in all of MLB. He was the fastest runner in all of MLB in 2023 and the second fastest in 2024, and through that incredible speed, he's averaged an extra base taken 74% of the time, off singles and doubles. He also led all of MLB in stolen bases in 2024 with 67 at an 81% success rate. To put it simply, Elly is fast, and the value he's been able to find through superior base running puts him at the top of the league. But Elly struggles at the plate, and his biggest weakness in his game is his high strikeout rate. In 2024, he led all of MLB in strikeouts, with 218 strikeouts and 618 at-bats. This puts his strikeout percentage at 31.3% on the season, nearly 10% higher than MLB average of just 22.6%. He's improved his plate discipline greatly in 2025, lowering his strikeout percentage to 26.1% and increasing his batting average to 263 from 259 in 2024, and if the trend continues, it's possible he could become one of the best five-tool players in the league. Mike Trout. Mike Trout is undeniably one of the greatest players of his generation, and for good reason. In just his rookie year, he slashed .326, .399, and .564 with 30 home runs and 49 stolen bases, joining the 30-30 club and becoming the youngest player ever to hit 20 home runs and steal 40 bases in a season. Trout was the 2012 AL Rookie of the Year, he's a 3-time MVP, finishing second in MVP voting 4 other seasons, and he's an 11-time All-Star in his 15-season career. Despite his 83.6 career WAR, career .297 batting average, and nearly 400 home runs, Trout has a glaring issue: he can't stay healthy. Since his debut in 2011, Trout has averaged just 104 games per season, and since 2021, he's played just 314 games. His seasons with the least games were 2021 and 2024, playing just 36 and 29 games respectively, thanks to a combination of calf, elbow, and meniscus injuries. Trout missed a month of the 2025 season, and his return since May 30th has been more productive, batting .305 with 18 hits and 3 home runs in the 17 games he's played since then. But many people still wonder what his career would look like had he not dealt with injuries nearly every year for the last 6 years. If you enjoy these baseball explainer videos, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It really helps me out. Juan Soto. Juan Soto made history at the end of 2024 when he signed a $765 million contract with the New York Mets, the largest contract in professional sports history. Soto made his debut in 2018 at just 19 years old and was an instant success for the Washington Nationals, finishing second in Rookie of the Year voting while slashing .292, .406, and .517 with 22 home runs and 121 hits in just 116 games. Since then, he's reached his 1,000th hit at just 26 years old, has over 200 home runs, and has a career batting average of .282 and OPS of .945. His offensive output is undeniable, and on average throughout his career, he's 59% better than the MLB average hitter. Soto's struggle has been in the field. According to StatCast, Soto has a -20 outs above average over the last 3 seasons, meaning he has missed on 20 potential outs compared to the league average player. His fielding run value during the same period is -14, meaning he's lost out on 14 potential outs due to his poor fielding. For comparison, star outfielder Fernando Tatis Jr. has +15 outs above average and +22 fielding run value in that same time period. Despite his clearly incredible hitting ability, Soto has struggled in the outfield, and it's by far his most glaring flaw as a current superstar. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vlad Jr.'s first 2 seasons in the majors were nothing special, but he made it clear in 2021 that he was going to be one of the league's premier sluggers. In the 2021 season, he batted .311 with a .1002 OPS and 48 home runs, leading the AL in OPS and all of MLB in home runs. From 2021 to 2024, he averaged 35 home runs a season, with a .293, .370, and .517 slash line, putting him well above the league average in every category. Vladdy has even continued to improve his power, increasing his hard hit ball percentage in recent seasons. But a frequent issue that has shown as his greatest weakness is his high ground ball percent that often leads to double plays. In his best season in 2021, where he hit his MLB leading 48 home runs, he also grounded into double plays 20 times, the 7th most in all of MLB. The next season, he hit 32 home runs, but grounded into double plays 26 times, leading all of MLB in the category. His ground ball percent was 52% 42.3, putting him pretty much 10% above the MLB average of 42.4. While his ground ball percent has gone down in the last few seasons, it's clear that it's been his limiting point in reaching his true potential as a superstar slugger. Ichiro Suzuki. Ichiro is pretty much the exact opposite of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ichiro's dominance during his MLB career was centered around his stellar fielding and incredible contact ability at the plate. Ichiro's rise to stardom was quick, and in his MLB rookie season, he batted an AL leading .350 with an MLB leading 242 hits, winning himself the Rookie of the Year and MVP awards, as well as an All-Star selection, Gold Glove Award, and Silver Slugger. He batted above 300 for 10 straight seasons, earning 200 or more hits during each of them, which is the all-time MLB record for consecutive 200-hit seasons. In 7 of those seasons, he even led all of MLB in hits. Ichiro didn't have many flaws as a player, but one thing that was noticeably missing was his ability to hit for power. Throughout his 19-year MLB career, Ichiro hit just 117 home runs, and his ISO, according to Baseball Reference, which measures extra base hits, averaged out to just .091, well below the MLB average of 156. This isn't to say Ichiro couldn't hit home runs, but he felt there was more value in just being able to get base hits, even telling a reporter, "If I'm allowed to hit 220, I could probably hit 40 home runs, but nobody wants that." Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom has been one of the most dominant pitchers in all of MLB over the last 12 seasons. His rookie year in 2014, he put up a .269 ERA and a 9-6 record, winning the NL Rookie of the Year award. His 2015 year was even better, and he recorded a .254 ERA and a 14-8 record, helping lead the Mets to their first NL East title since 2006. But 2018 and 2019 is where deGrom really started showing what he was capable of. In 2018, he led all of MLB in ERA at 170 with 269 strikeouts on the season, beating out Max Scherzer for his first Cy Young award. And in 2019, he did it again with a .243 ERA and an NL leading 255 strikeouts, beating out the Dodgers star pitcher Hyunjin Ryu for a back-to-back Cy Young. But in 2021, his lack of durability began to show as his career began to stall due to injuries. He was placed on the 60-day IL in August of 2021, causing him to miss the rest of the season. In 2022 spring training, he suffered an injury in his scapula that caused him to miss nearly the entire season, not pitching for the Mets until August of that year. In 2023, he signed with the Texas Rangers and made just 6 starts for them before needing Tommy John surgery, and he wouldn't pitch in the majors again until September of 2024. deGrom's 2025 season has shown how dominant he can be when healthy, and he's currently 7-2 with a .224 ERA and 88 innings pitched. It's clear that deGrom is a regular Cy Young contender when healthy, but staying away from injuries has been his biggest hurdle throughout his career. Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge doesn't have many weaknesses. He's arguably the best slugger in all of MLB, and since 2022, he's dominated in nearly every offensive metric. He led all of MLB in home runs in 2022, slugging 62 homers, breaking Roger Maris's previous American League record of 61 that had stood for 61 years. That season, he batted .311 with an MLB leading 1111 OPS, winning his first AL MVP. In 2024, he did it again, slugging an MLB leading 58 home runs, batting .322 with an 1159 OPS, earning him his second MVP award in 3 seasons and becoming the fastest player to reach 300 career home runs, doing so in just 3,431 at-bats, 400 fewer than Babe Ruth. Judge is a generational slugger, and his power comes in his massive 6'7", 282-pound stature. But with his massive size, his biggest struggle is on the bases. His limiting factor is his speed, ranking near the bottom of the league, missing out on opportunities for extra bases. His extra bases taken percent is just 27.9, 14 points below the MLB average of 41%. Obviously, Judge is making up for it in other areas, and his current on-base percentage of .468 means there are just more opportunities for poor base running, but it doesn't change the fact that this has been one of his worst seasons yet in terms of base running value. Nolan Ryan. The Ryan Express dominated MLB for 27 seasons, pitching with velocity that was unseen over such a long career. Ryan led his league in strikeouts 11 different seasons, including 6 300 strikeout seasons, ultimately setting the all-time career strikeout record at 5,714, a record that will likely never be matched. Ryan's flamethrower arm was basically a cheat code, and his incredible velocity would lead him to pitch 7 no-hitters throughout his career, nearly double the next highest career no-hitter count of 4 set by Sandy Koufax. With 324 career wins, 5,714 career strikeouts, and a lifetime .319 ERA, it's hard to imagine what Ryan was possibly bad at if you're simply looking at these stats. But with his incredible velocity came an equally famous lack of control over his pitches, especially early in his career. While Ryan was leading the league in strikeouts, he also led the league in walks 8 different seasons, along with being the league leader in wild pitches 6 different seasons. Ryan's lack of control early in his career was a key reason as to why the Mets traded him to the California Angels, lacking faith in his ability to control his fastball after 3 years of minimal success. Ryan would end up setting the MLB record for career walks at 2,795 before he would retire, and while he certainly improved his level of control throughout his career, it was by far his biggest weakness and a huge contributing factor as to why he would never win a Cy Young Award during his 27 seasons pitching. Clayton Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw is one of the most dominant pitchers in modern MLB history, and his stretch of seasons from 2011 to 2014 is the perfect example. From 2011 to 2014, Kershaw led all of MLB in ERA for 4 straight seasons, averaging a 2.11 ERA in that period. He would also lead the NL in strikeouts in 2 of those seasons and have an overall 72-26 record during that time. In 3 of 4 of those seasons, he won the NL Cy Young Award, finishing second in 2012 to Mets pitcher R.A. Dickey, who was having a career best campaign. Kershaw's consistent dominance continued, and since 2015, he has a 2.54 ERA and an incredible 1.17-45 record. His regular season dominance has been remarkable, but the only thing that stayed as consistent as his regular season dominance is his failure to perform in the postseason. Kershaw has made the postseason 12 times in his 18-season career, playing 39 postseason games. In those games, he has a 4.49 ERA, a 13-13 record, and has allowed 30 home runs, a far cry from his career regular season stats of a 2.51 ERA and 69.6% win-loss percentage. When you break down his performance in the World Series specifically, it looks even worse. In his first appearance in 2017, he had a 4.02 ERA and gave up 2 home runs in 15 innings. In his second appearance in 2018, he put up an even worse 7.36 ERA, allowing 3 home runs and even less innings pitched. In the 2020 World Series, he finally broke his curse, winning 2 games and posting a 2.31 ERA in 11 innings, a performance that more accurately represents his regular season dominance. Mike Piazza. Mike Piazza has some of the best offensive numbers for a catcher in MLB history. During his 16-season career, he has a 308, 377, and 545 slash line with over 2,000 hits and 427 home runs. He's MLB's all-time leader for home runs as a catcher, and he was consistent, averaging 36 home runs per 162 games. Piazza also won 10 straight Silver Sluggers from 1993 to 2002, as well as 12 career All-Star selections. He was an offensive powerhouse in a position that traditionally lacks it. Piazza's big issue, though, is that he struggled to throw out runners attempting steals. He allowed the most stolen bases in the league in 8 different seasons during his career, and his overall caught stealing percentage was just 23% when the league average at the time was between 28 and 31%. The worst season of this was in 1996, when he allowed an MLB leading 155 stolen bases, throwing out just 34 runners that season, a measly 18% caught stealing rate that was 10 points under the league average of 28%. His career D-WAR on Baseball Reference is just 1.5. To put that into perspective, Johnny Bench, another Hall of Fame catcher, has a career D-WAR of 19.7, more than 10 times Piazza's.